isn't my video coming up?
So what's the difference between like VFR and IFR?
VFR is visual flight rules, and IFR is instrument flight rules. So VFR is if any aircraft that can carry passengers cannot fly VFR. Or how can I say this? Any commercial aircraft that carries passengers, any commuter cannot fly VFR. Same with any cargo. So the only planes that can fly VFR are your personal business jets, and like your general aviation aircraft. Everything else is IFR. VFR, the only time you can fly VFR is up to the ceiling, meaning whatever the ceiling cloud layer is. So if there's any clouds that are either broken or overcast, whatever that ceiling is, if it's the lowest layer, that's your top ceiling for VFR. Also, visibility needs to be, you got to be able to see, got to be clear. IFR can fly through anything because you're depending on your instruments. Where VFR, it's all visual. You're looking out the window and flying. I have a stream up. If you wanna just get my
I think
load together here.
I can't have live players. I can have live weather and time, but I have live players.
Alright.
What's CG out of limit mean?
Center of gravity. So depending how much weight you have, where it's placed on the airplane. If you have too many passengers in the back, it'll throw your center of gravity off. If you have too much weight in the front, it'll throw your center of gravity off. If the MCDU doesn't know how much fuel is on the aircraft, that'll throw your center of gravity off.
Could you fly like that?
Not supposed to, 'cause that'll make your flight dynamics all wonky. Payload 150. 51,760 pounds. 151,760. I could show you. If you look at the stream, I'll show you what the zero center of gravity does.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Off fuel 35. This is just for this aircraft. Sometimes these menus look different. Trip 11864. 1562. Alright. So this here, I know it's a little delayed.
Yeah.
Alright. These two dots, you have zero fuel center of gravity, that's ZF. CG, zero fuel center of gravity. That means when the plane has absolutely no fuel in it, that's its center of gravity. That's just saying its weight, where the payload is. Your takeoff center of gravity, all right. The reason that's important is that's with fuel. That's with everything. All right. Up here where it says payload center of gravity, right now it's at 10%. I can shift. If you watch these they'll move. All right. So you have this cubicle here. The zero fuel got to stay within that range. That's its range for a safe flight. Okay. Same in this top one. That's in the big box. All right. So if I shift the center of gravity, all right, I'm shifting it towards the back of the plane this way. All right. It actually comes more centered, right? So up somewhere right in here is probably a good place to be. Somewhere right about here. All right. Now, if I shift it too far forward, this one goes orange. My zero fuel center of gravity goes too high. It goes to 30%. It's no good. It's out of its range. That means when I get closer to landing, I'm gonna be out of my center of gravity is not gonna be right. It's not gonna fly right. I got to bring that back within its limits. Somewhere around here.
Gosh.
All right. Zero fuel is 19%. Takeoff is 23%. And this is an MD, McDonnell Douglas 11, but it's actually pretty similar to an Airbus. This is like a mutt between a Boeing and an Airbus, basically.
Can I see what it looks like?
On the outside?
Yeah, that's the one I just bought, bro, but it doesn't work. I can't fly it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some aircraft on that's not right.
Because it won't even let me hit fly. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just literally just bought that like.
Yeah.
Does
that a cockpit look like this?
I don't know. I can't fly. I can't even get in.
Oh. Huh. I'm just gonna leave the stream up. You wanna watch, whatever.
Yeah, I have it. Getting ready to take off. I'm doing the same flight you.
Oh, here to Indianapolis?
Yeah, that's gonna be my last one for the morning.
Gotcha.
Be on later. I grab a shower while I listen to the flight.
No. 86. Also, don't forget to set your altimeters too. Because if it's not right, it'll say that you're at 500 feet, but if it's not right, you could be at like 200 feet. Or vice versa.
Yeah, I've been starting to. When I first started playing, I just took off and wicked it, but now I'm starting to set all the controls before I launch.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So, you're saying about can you actually like unload and load the plane? So, I come up here, load manager, I apply that. I come to ground operations. If it was at night, I could turn the lights on the inside or off. I don't know if you can see the light going on and off on the plane. Lights are on. And then I can call for fuel. Sometimes it'll give you a message saying that, oh, fuel service is not available at this airport. Well, he's a liar because it fuels anyways. And then I can load the aircraft. So I can do fuel. A fuel truck will drive up and fuel the plane.
Service trucks coming.
Oh, there we go. And then load aircraft. He don't give no fucks. He just drives through everything. The other aircraft, it's simulated a little differently. This one's pretty quick. I wish they would slow it down, but the other aircraft, one of my other favorites, the A300, is simulated really well. It takes like 15-20 minutes to actually load it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
See,
like real speed.
I wish they had something like this. Had something like that on this. That just makes it feel realistic.
Yeah, it's the immersion to it. And it's the same thing when you unload, they'll come up and unload it. And there's other stuff. There's I don't know if I have it.
Kind of gives you a reason to play.
For this, I don't have it for this aircraft, but like flying, like commuter, like passenger planes, I have a plug-in. It's called ground handling. All right, it'll give you a menu. You gotta go to the forum and download the ground handling set. So all it is just a file. You drag it over and drop it, and it tells you where to place it. And you drop it into that file, and then you can have like catering trucks come up, fuel trucks come up, passenger vans if you need it. You go have cones put down, waste, to have the waste removed. An ambulance if you want to simulate an emergency. Fire trucks if you want to simulate an emergency. Some aircraft have stuff for de-icing. Airports have designated, like especially the northern airports, they have designated de-icing pads, and you can simulate.
Well, I've seen that
taxing.
On the options on the engine, the defrosters.
Yeah, that's for flying. That's only for flying. You can simulate like taxiing over to a de-icing pad and using the ground handling and toggling the de-icing trucks, and they'll have like trucks parked next to the plane and look like they're spraying it down with the de-icing chemicals. Stuff like that. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did that. We took that flight to LAX. Tell you what, dude, that first plane that I was on, so this is the first time I ever flew. That shit was ass, dude. The second plane we got on, shit was crazy. But I think one was new. Like, one was definitely new. One was old.
That was your first time flying, right?
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all. The only thing that bothered me was everybody was always like everybody warned me for like you climb altitude, whatever, chew gum, it fucks your ears up. That didn't bother me. It was coming down, dude. It killed my ears bad.
That's all. That's all dependent on how fast you come down. Because, here's a little more insight. With the engines, regardless of what aircraft, when the engines are running, okay, there's things called packs. Alright? If you look, I don't know what plane you're in, but you can look up on the overhead, you'll see packs, like air conditioning panel. You'll have pack 1, pack 2. If there's 3 engines, you'll have a pack 3. What those packs do, you see in the pack panel, it has cold and hot for the for the temperature. That's just air conditioning, okay? That is what pressurizes the cabin. When you go up in the U.S., they're set after 18,000 feet. Your altimeter gets set to standard pressure. All right, see that's 29.92. That's standard altitude pressure. And then your packs will engage and start pressurizing the cabin according to how high you are. Now it's the same process coming back down. When you start coming back down, it's going to start relieving some of that pressure, to make up for the already existing pressure outside of the aircraft. Now, if you come down too fast, the cabin, all right, can't it can't bleed off that pressure fast enough, and that's why people's ears pop, because it starts to pressurize higher than what you were used to during the flight, and it feels like there's pressure on your ears.
Yeah, that's exactly how I
Yeah.
felt.
Yep.
It was killing me.
It all depends how fast you're coming down, and it all depends on if you're used to it or not. You know, if you fly a lot, you won't even notice it because your ears are used to it.
I felt like somebody's fucking shoving a spear through my head, dude. It hurts fucking bad, dude.
Yeah.
Vertical speed control.
Cool. 22 left. O'Hare 6. Insert. Earned. Jacks 2. 23 right. ILS 23 right. Jacks 2. Eleanor.
I think tonight I'm gonna go on the tutorial for setting flight plan and everything.
It's not hard. Pumps 15. Outside air temperature 1. Slope. Point. Headwind. Alright.
Yeah, this is actually a really short flight.
O'Hare traffic, United 654 departing 22 left, departure to the northeast, O'Hare.
O'Hare traffic, American 2270 lining up 28 right, O'Hare.
There's other, if you look, Chris, there's other traffic on here for it's like real people. There's one taxiing right there.
O'Hare traffic, American 2270 taking off runway 28 right, O'Hare 7 departure to the east, O'Hare.
Yep, they're real people. They're talking on the radio frequency. This guy just said he's lining up and gonna be departing. But I think this guy's crossing. Yeah. We should start rolling right now. Yep.
That's cool. Long fucking runway.
Yeah. That O'Hare. There's some big aircraft that comes in there. Shit. Yep, through the clouds he goes.
Are you still getting loaded?
I'm about to push back. I'm doing that right now.
O'Hare traffic, American 2270 is off of 28 right, O'Hare 7 departure, turning direct Duffy, last call, O'Hare.
O'Hare traffic on 455 to 10 Bravo 8, pushing back, facing south, unit O'Hare traffic.
Start engine 3. Well, that ain't gonna work if I don't turn the pube bleed on.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that if that was a real aircraft or not.
Yeah.
Auto thrust.
See, I don't think you can do this on Microsoft. Well, at least not on Xbox.
What's that?
Like on the screens, there's buttons down on different. They're in different locations. Not every aircraft has them, but like I can come down here. Right, I can hit engine, which will bring up my engine page, tell me all the information about the engines between these two. And I can hit hydraulics. Tells me everything I need to know about the hydraulics. Temperature, hydraulic levels, pressures. I can go to electric page. It'll tell me all the electrical stuff.
Chicago air traffic, American Canadian 55, Hotel 8.
Same thing with like air. So with like the packs and the air to start the engines, which you know you have to start the APU, which is like a mini jet engine that generates air pressure and electricity, and then off of that air pressure it opens valves to start the actual engines, and that'll tell me everything on this page. It started engine 3. You can see all the green, that's energized, and it started engine 3. I'm going to start engine 2, which will be this one, and that one will light up. And over here I go boom. This one will open then. It's coming up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do that or not.
Usually wait anywhere between 23% and 25% N2, which is the second stage of your engine. See, and then I changed that. And here with the air pressure, it gives you your cabin altitude, your pressure rate, your landing altitude, which depends on how much pressure, air pressure, and it shows you the condition of the outflow valve, if it's open or closed.
Yeah, I gotta check that next time I fly. I'm not positive.
Air traffic, Delta 452, pushing third down to hotel.
Can you hear them talking through the stream, or no?
I don't have it.
Oh.
And
I
I
was
have
curious.
my headphones on.
Air traffic at 455, taxiing runway 28 left.
Alright, I gotta get showered.
Over traffic.
Alright.
Oh, it pissed me the fuck off. Somehow I put it in some type of fucking